Mark Daly for Paralyzed Veterans of America News Online, with a familiar face to podcasts that we've done all over the country, from Vegas to DC and back again. It's former Secretary of Veterans Affairs, Tony Principi. Mr. Secretary, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? It's so good to see you again.
It's always good to see you, and we always have a good laugh when we meet.
We do.
And we always talk about the serious stuff too, Tony. So what does it feel like to be celebrating 65 years of, as we say at Paralyzed Veterans of America, changing lives and building futures for veterans, something that you're no stranger to?
It's 65 years of great history, great legacy that's been provided to veterans across this great nation. And, you know, I applaud PVA for all they've done. Rehabilitation, the investment in research in spinal cord injury, spinal cord dysfunction. There's no organization in America that does more than PVA. So I applaud what they have done. I'm very proud to have been a small part of this organization from a different perspective. But it's been a great partnership, and I look forward to many more years of doing the same.
Can I ask you something, Tony? Because it's something I've always read in your bio, but I've never asked you about it before. You are a U.S. Navy veteran, right?
Yes.
And you're also a graduate of the famed Annapolis U.S. Naval Academy. How did that change your life as a young man when you became a serving member of the Navy? What sort of training did it give you? What things do you bring with you today as someone who's had a fantastic career in public service as well as in business?
Well, you know, apart from my parents and my upbringing, immigrant people, my mother from Sicily, my father from Argentina, my father went off and fought as an enlisted man in submarines in World War II. I think the Naval Academy and my service in the Navy taught me about discipline and focus and teamwork. It taught me about courage and compassion. And I've always tried to carry those traits throughout my career, from River Patrol Squadron in Vietnam and the Mekong Delta through my tenure as secretary. And I feel very fortunate that I had the opportunity to serve my nation in uniform, but for the grace of God, I wasn't killed or wounded. So I feel a debt of gratitude that I owe whatever success I have to my parents, my upbringing, and to my service in the military.
What is your message, finally, Secretary, about the glass ceilings that some people think we have these days? And yet we look around us here in this room, and there are so many people in chairs who are living full and productive lives. Are there really any glass ceilings left in America? Because this is the country, after all, of no glass ceilings.
That's a great question, and I believe that there are no glass ceilings. I look at those men and women in wheelchairs, and I look at what they've accomplished, and to me it's, don't blame others, blame yourself if you're not successful. People need help, they need encouragement, they need advice, they need mentorship. But if people like Gordon Mansfield can succeed, having taken a bullet in Vietnam, at one of the most infamous battles in Vietnam, and rise up to be my deputy secretary, and really should have been secretary when I left, there are no boundaries. There are absolutely no boundaries. And I applaud what PVA has done to help build that self-dignity, that self-worth that allows people to succeed.
Well, on that limitless possibilities note, Tony Principi, as always, a pleasure, sir. Good to see you. Thank you so much for your leadership and support.
Thank you so much for allowing me to be interviewed tonight.